The Test of Three Sons. Mama Adwoa had built her life like a house, brick by brick, with sweat, sacrifice, and love. Her small cocoa farm had grown into one of the most respected family businesses in the district, but she was getting older now. Her hair as white as the moonlight on the river and her back carrying years of toil. She had 3 sons, Kwame, Kofi, and Kojo. They were all hardworking, respectful, and kind. But Mama Adwoa knew that kindness alone was not enough to keep the family legacy alive. She wanted to be sure of who would not only run the business wisely, but also protect the family bond when she was gone. One evening, as the sun melted into the horizon, painting the sky in shades of gold, she called her sons to the veranda. "I have been thinking," she began, her voice warm but serious. "Before I retire, I want to know which of you will take care of the business and me. But I will not choose based on words. I will choose based on what my eyes will see." The next morning, she gave each of them a small bag of maize seeds and a simple instruction. "Go, and in 3 months return to me with what you have done with these seeds." Kwame, the eldest, was quick to act. He hired laborers, cleared a large portion of land, and planted every seed. He watered them daily, added fertilizer, and in weeks his maize field was already growing tall and green. He thought to himself, "Mother will be proud when she sees how much I can multiply what she gives me." Kofi, the second son, thought differently. He planted half the seeds and sold the rest at the market. With the profit, he bought extra tools for farming and hired 2 young boys from the village who had no work, teaching them how to farm. His maize grew well, but his heart was also proud of helping others. Kojo, the youngest, stared at his seeds for days before planting them. He didn't rush. Instead, he walked to the neighboring villages to learn better farming techniques from elders. He planted his seeds in fertile soil, but he also set aside a small patch for vegetables, knowing they could sell earlier to raise money for more maize. Every evening he checked each plant carefully, speaking to the young helpers he had hired like they were his brothers. 3 months later, the sons returned. Kwame came with baskets overflowing with maize. "Mother, see how I multiplied your gift." Kofi brought a smaller harvest, but also 2 young boys who knelt before Mama Adwoa. "Mother, I brought you maize, but I also brought you people who can keep this business alive when we are gone." Kojo brought maize, vegetables, and ledgers showing the profit he made from the early sales. He had repaired one of the farmhouses and arranged for a steady supply chain. Mama Adwoa's eyes glistened. She saw Kwame's strength, Kofi's compassion, and Kojo's wisdom. That night, under the warm glow of the lantern, she spoke. "All of you have shown me something precious. Kwame, you showed me hard work. Kofi, you showed me a heart for people. Kojo, you showed me patience and planning. A true leader must have all 3. She smiled through tears. "So I will not choose just one. We will run this business together as a family. For it is not one hand that lifts a calabash, it is many." From that day, the farm thrived more than ever. The brothers worked side by side. Mama Adwoa rested knowing her legacy was safe, and the laughter of their children filled the compound. And whenever the maize harvest came, the 3 brothers would stand together watching the golden fields sway in the wind, reminded of the test that didn't divide them, but bound them forever.